Hello, this is Eric Wise, President and Founder of the Software Craftsmanship Guild. I want to talk to you real quick about why you want to learn C#. And we're a company that also teaches Java, but I'm a big fan of C# and I've been in the Microsoft world for many years. So I'm going to give you my pitch to why C# is the language for you. C# really has a lot going for it. It continues to grow in popularity among developers. Year over year, if you look at the indexes of language popularity on the internet, you're going to see that C# is consistently one of the top languages for people to learn. C# is also based on the C language, and any language you learn which is based on C has a lot of similarities in syntax and structure. So C, C#, Java, C++, Objective-C, all of these languages being based in C makes it very easy once you learn one of them to switch and learn other languages as well, which can make you a much more versatile programmer and productive in these other languages much quicker. From an employment perspective, C# developers are highly in demand. In fact, where I live in Cleveland, Ohio, the current unemployment rate for developers is about 2%. The language is constantly adding new and more powerful features. Microsoft is the creator of C# and they're the ones that maintain it. And every year they release new features, new versions of Visual Studio. This language is being supported very well. It also runs on platforms other than Windows using the Mono project. This is something a lot of people really don't know about C#, is that you can actually run it on Linux. You can run it on iPhones, you can run it on Android. It's everywhere that you want to be. Lastly, the Visual Studio toolset is hands down the best developer environment on the planet. Our Java cohorts and our .NET cohorts, they get along with each other pretty well, but the Java developers are always jealous of the experience that we have with Visual Studio. C# runs on something called the .NET framework. .NET provides a lot of benefits, namely a consistent object-oriented programming environment. That means that no matter what kind of application you happen to be building in Visual Studio, your experience with C# is going to be very steady across all of those different types, whether you're doing web apps or desktop apps or other types of applications. .NET makes it very easy to deploy and version your code. Now, you're a beginner, so you probably don't know the term DLL hell, but managing versioning of your code used to be very difficult, and .NET provides a lot of stuff to make this easier. It also provides a safe environment for executing your code. Most of us that are a little bit older have probably seen the blue screen of death many times in our lives where a program crashes the Windows operating system. .NET provides a sandbox for your application to run in, which greatly reduces the risk of you doing something that's completely unrecoverable. .NET can also create and run a lot of different types of apps. These include desktop applications, Windows Store applications, web applications, mobile applications, and web and data services. And there's many other types of project templates that are built into Visual Studio. So once you master C#, the doors open and you can create very powerful applications across multiple platforms. Now, as a beginner, your goal is to learn to code. And I'm just here to let you know that there's really 3 parts to learning to be a professional developer. The first part is to learn the basic syntax of a language. And it doesn't really matter what language you learn. C# is a great choice because of Visual Studio and all the help and the job demand. But this is really the easy part, and that's what we're going to cover in this video series. The second part is learning to think like a computer to solve problems. Computers are really very stupid. They only do what you tell them to do, and if you leave steps out or you do things out of order, your programs are not going to work. This is moderately difficult, and it requires a couple hundred hours of practice. We found at the Software Craftsmanship Guild that it's about 700 hours to go from 0 to being employable as a developer. The third step in your development journey is to learn how to create and organize large solutions that are reusable, testable, and of high quality. This is your senior level architect bar. Some developers never get here. It's very difficult. It requires the ability to think abstractly and solve problems very well. And honestly, it takes years of writing lots of code. In my career, I've seen that most developers who have talent take about 3 to 5 years to get to this level. But we're just going to focus on learning the basic syntax of C#. We're going to have a good time doing it. And we're going to give you a lot of examples to work on and resources that can take you beyond the video series. And remember that no matter where you go or what languages you choose, the best way to learn is to read and write lots of code. Please don't just watch the videos and not do any practice. The only way to get good is to write code. Somebody can show you a musician playing the piano all day long, but if you never put your hands on the keys, you're never going to learn to play. Also, try to find passionate people to learn and grow with. That is the foundation of what we do at the Software Craftsmanship Guild. The best way to learn is to learn with other people and to have people available who know what they're doing to answer your questions. That all being said, I hope you enjoy the course.